Today we're doing a track unit. So you want to get your client clean out the top of the head with the trimmers and go back with the shavers. Get it real close. Once you get this done, you go ahead and you're going to cut your client's hair so you can make sure you got everything the way you want it. Then you're going to use C22 to cleanse the top of his head. This particular client, he had removed his unit on his own, and I wanted to make sure we didn't have any adhesive. Then we're going to get into the putting the hairline on. I like to give my client the mirror so I can look from his angle to see what he sees and get his input as well. Then we're going to tape off the area. I use electrical tape. It's easy to work with. It's pliable. This is going to come in real handy, so when you get your lines, when you get your hairline in, when you're laying your glue, you won't go over the scalp. That way you can get a nice, sharp, crisp line when you're all said and done. Now I'm adding a deodorizing spray, like No Sweat. This is a spray that keeps the client from perspirating under the unit. Then we're going to apply a scalp protectant. I'll put some down low under the video to show you exactly what products I'm using. Just coat the head all over. This will protect the scalp from wherever you're going to put glue. And then we're going to load some Ghost Bond, lay Ghost Bond all the way around. So when we lay our wrap, we have something to stick to. And you don't have to smooth it out on everything. You just want to get a nice little even coat everywhere, just so this the black wrap will lay down. And then you take your black wrap, you're just going to work it around the head. It's real pliable and it's very easy to use, so you can roll it around. I'm getting ready to be out of the screen here, but all I'm going to do is just wrap it around. I'm going to cut the end off, fold everything down, press it down, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to use the Super Bond black glue just to get the lay down. As you see, I'm putting it on the back. And any edges you see, just use it generously. Lay it on down, get it nice and flat. Once we're done with that, we're going to take our stocking cap, any wave cap, $2 wave cap you can use, and just pull it down on top of it. Get it real tight so you don't have any creases, and then we're going to lay a layer of glue kind of thick all around the edges, across the middle. You really want that wrap and that stocking cap to stick well, so go really thick. And once we're done adhering this, we're going to go into cutting the stocking cap to fit in the edge that goes around. As you can see where the black ends and the glue ends, you want to cut right around that edge, and you'll see here in just a second. I'm just filling it in, getting it real nice and thick so it's adhering well. So you can see around the edges, that's where we cut. Now we're going to apply more Ghost Bond around the edge. We're going to smooth. I've got some rubber spatulas that you can pick up at any beauty supply, anything silicone, something like that. Is easy to work with. You can just take the Ghost Bond, spread it. I like to spread it pretty thick. Then I start working the Ghost Bond up towards where the unit's going to lay, and then down over the hair slightly. Because we're going to basically, most of the time you have a gentleman, his hair didn't grow as much in the back as we would like. So I'm going to put some hair all the way, from Cuban twist all the way around the edge, just so we can hide the tracks going forward. So before we get started laying the Cuban twist for the perimeter of the hair, I removed the tape. As you can see, it was a nice line there. So I would put the front hairline on first, and I come back, I'm going to trim the edges up just so it's even on each side, and then I'm going to apply the next piece of Cuban, go all the way around the sides. And all the product I use, I'm going to put at the bottom of the screen, so I'll see if I can't do a link for you guys. Just going to keep applying it all the way around. And what we did in this before, the gentleman actually was salt, pepper, gray, black and gray, quite a bit of gray. So we actually used a permanent color for him. We dyed him dark brown all the way around the edges, and it matched the 1B hair we're using. So it comes out real clean. I used an iron product that you can get from any beauty supply store. Takes a little bit extra time to do that, but the color is permanent. And once we get that outside layer down, the Cuban down, then we're going to take our Super Bond track glue and spread it all over top of the black cap everywhere we're going to go. Just make sure you get it a nice even layer all over. A little thick, but you're going to wait slightly. Just wait a little bit of time for this glue to get a little bit tacky, and then you start putting your tracks down. I work my way from the back to the front. You have to kind of, when you lay your track, I start off at the front, but I leave a place to add track from left to right because the tracks lay to the outside, so you don't want to be able to see any tracks. If you lay it from starting from the front back, you make it see the tracks. So I like to lay it this way. Just continue to lay it like that. Cut them off right at the edge. Continue to lay another track down just until you get into the middle. And once you get to the middle, as far as you can go to the middle, there's going to be another technique you have to do. So now you start, once you get enough in the back side and the sides, start rolling the front just to get it evened out. So I want to work that front side up about 4 or 5 rows. Just depend on the side of the head. And put another track down. And this is the Q hair. I'll have that in the logo. You have to split these tracks as it's 2 tracks sewn together. You split that track, make it light enough. And that's part of the process. And the box comes with 4 bundles, and I use 2 on this gentleman. I only take 1. What we're doing is we're finishing that cap off. What I do on the last little piece, I lay the glue and I cut the bottom of the track off. I take it off the weft and I just push it into the hair and press down. That's how you get a full look. You don't have any gaps once you start cutting down low. I use a blow dryer just to get me a little bit of speed this process up a little bit. Dry the glue, but only use cold air. So I start cutting the unit to match. Get to what he's looking for. Start cleaning up from the outside as thick as possible all the way around the perimeter. Then I work my way up to the top. Then once I get down to what the shape we want, I blow dry everything out of it, get all the little loose follicles, and I fine tune it with the shear scissors. I line him up, and here you go. Book us online at MikeBlendsLLC.com.